Hello friends, if you're anything like me, a big part of my adult life I spent thinking only when I get to the summer and I get some time off from school, from work, from life in general, will I be able to feel good? And of course, when those weeks in the summer come, that doesn't really happen because then there's always something else, right? Or it's that typical of we push through the year and then we come to a couple of weeks of summer holiday, and what happens about 3-4 days into the vacation, we go ill. Why do we go ill? Because actually we're beginning to relax, and so all the defenses of the system finally begin to relax as well. And that's when, of course, the system weakens and anything that was lingering comes to the surface. It's the same reason that we go on different kinds of diets, for instance, and then we yo-yo in that, right? So we go on a diet that is really restrictive and it's really hard, and we're really happy with ourselves because we lose a lot of weight. And then at some point we stop the diet, right? Because then we go back to, what we used to do. And what happens then is that, well, not only do we put on that weight again, and very often actually we put on more weight. So then we are really disappointed with ourselves, which makes the loop of the habit even worse. It makes it stronger. Shame is there. It's a really good motivator to make it worse. So what do? We go on a new diet, all right? And then we do it all over again. Same procedure, coming back into the stopping the diet. Now I'm feeling good about myself. I've lost weight. Great. Go back to my normal and whoop, go back up again, and maybe even a little bit more. There's research showing how people tend to actually put on more weight in a span of, like, let's say 5 years when they've been going on different diets compared to if they would not have gone on any kind of diet. So why is this? Many of you know this already because it's become quite clear in the last, 10 years or so, that this idea of diets is actually not really successful for us. And of course, there is one single word that helps us understand all of this, and that's sustainability, all right? If it's something that we can't sustain for the rest of our lives, then it's not helping us. On the contrary, it will, first of all, aggravate our situation with a nervous response that's aggravated or dysregulated. But it will also make the whole journey up and down even deeper, even worse, because it will also deplete our self-image, and our shame will grow stronger because we weren't successful. And we most probably will also go into different kinds of lacks when it comes to minerals and vitamins and things like that, because we're actually not doing things on a long term. So we're going up and down, and we do the same thing actually very often when it comes to relationships, right? If you've seen that one before. So once again, what it really means is it needs a change that's sustainable, which means that it needs a change of the image that you have of yourself, of the world, and your life. It means that we need to change on a holistic level everything we're doing. This is why I love Ayurveda, because Ayurveda, one of the first lessons that I've learned was that when you do any kind of physical exercise, you should only do it to 50% of your full capacity. That sounds strange, doesn't it? But in the long run, you'll see that that's exactly what you need. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, I've got my program coming up. I'd love to have you on it. You can get in touch with me on a short call to just see if what I have to offer in the program will correspond to your needs. You can also check out the free ebook that you can find in the link in my bio to download and just see what it means, the Ayurvedic lifestyle. And of course, best of it all, jump on the free webinar that takes place on the 21st of May. Simply DM me webinar in order to get access to that. See you soon. Namaste.